sure you guys can see behind me, my kitchen is a complete and utter mess right now. So I want to do some decluttering and some organizing in here today. The main areas that I want to tackle is the fridge, pantry, and we also have a closet that could kind of be considered a pantry closet, but I want to get those three areas taken care of today. I don't know about all of you, but when my space is a mess like this, I can't focus on any projects. So I need to clean this up first in order to get to work on everything else, but I will leave a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip the cleaning up portion and go right to the organizing. I am so excited to share this week's organization projects with you all. Like I said, we will be cleaning out, decluttering, and organizing the fridge and doing the same in our pantry. I did a full pantry organization a couple of months ago, but it could definitely use a refresh because as time goes on, the pantry tends to collect a lot of excess packaging. So I needed to get all of that out of there and everything restocked back into their bins. As for my fridge, I don't use a bin system or really any special organization method. Here on my channel, I like to focus on what functions the best for my family versus what looks the most aesthetically pleasing. Before we get too far into today's video, I wanted to share today's sponsor, June's Journey. If you like true crime or anything along those lines like I do, then this game is right up your alley. It's free to download on your mobile device or on your desktop through Amazon and Facebook. It's a hidden object mystery game taking you along with the main protagonist, June Parker, on her quest to solve the murder of her sister and uncover her family's many hidden secrets. I've been loving to play this at night when the kids go down for bed. I love to read like murder mysteries and watch and listen to true crime, so I knew this style of game was one that I'd enjoy. I haven't figured out what happened to June's sister yet, but I have found the game to be so captivating along the way, and I am fully invested in this story and figuring it out. Every chapter is a new scene, and you go through the scene looking for various objects and uncovering clues. It can be a little bit challenging sometimes, and I do feel like it keeps my mind sharp, but I still find it really relaxing to play at the end of a long day. I would love for you guys to download it too, and let's see who can solve the mystery of June's family first. I have my theories, but I guess we will see if they end up being right. You can download June's Journey for free by clicking the link in my description box down below. June's Journey is available on Android and iOS mobile devices, as well as on your PC through Facebook Games. And I want to say a big thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring this week's video. You may be wondering why I'm including the cleaning in the organization video, and that's because, first of all, I started as a cleaning channel, so cleaning is still close to my heart. I try to post cleaning motivation videos regularly, so hoping I give you a little bit of cleaning motivation today, but also because I believe that organization and cleaning go hand in hand, because for me personally, when there's a big, huge mess around me, I cannot get anything done. I need everything to be cleaned up first, and then I can focus on the organizing. I have posted so many kitchen organization videos here on my channel, and I love to post videos that are geared towards smaller spaces to help you guys figure out clever ways to organize small spaces around your home. I have lived in 3 different kitchens in my time on YouTube. My first kitchen, actually 4, because I've had my current kitchen renovated, but my first one was a brand new kitchen. It had a ton of storage space. I had more storage space than I knew what to do with. And then we moved into an apartment, and in the apartment, our kitchen was so small in comparison to our old kitchen. So I started coming up with all kinds of clever ways to organize things and started sharing that here on YouTube, and you guys really liked that. So I've kept it going, and I have posted a few in my current kitchen as well. So I'll have a playlist in my description box down below of all of my kitchen organization videos if you guys are looking for more ideas. I get a lot of comments about why I rinse my dishes before I put them into the dishwasher, and this right here is exactly why, because it does not always get off everything that is stuck on there. So this I'll have to rewash because I obviously I'm not going to use that. It still looks dirty. It's gross to me. So if you're wondering why I do that, this is why. I knew that I was going to need my sink when it was time to clean out my fridge, so I wanted to make sure I got all of the recycling that was thrown into the sink out of there, and then also get all of the dishes loaded into the dishwasher. I know this looks so nasty, but we had a like slaw mix with carrots with our dinner the night before, so that was not like moldy food in the drain, it was just slaw mix. We are not a family that keeps like an overabundance or an oversupply of food. We typically just shop 1 week at a time. But I think the last time I cleaned this fridge, Sutton was maybe 2 months old. So we have the potential to find some pretty nasty stuff hidden in the back where no one can see it. And I'm just gonna say it now, this is a judgment-free zone. I don't wanna hear anyone in the comments telling me I'm disgusting, because there's probably stuff in your fridge too that you wouldn't want anyone to see, if I had to guess. So a little tip for you guys, if you're ever planning on doing a renovation in your kitchen, is to make sure that all of the drawers can come out of your fridge wherever you end up placing it, because originally where we had this placed, these drawers wouldn't open all the way and we wouldn't have been able to take out the drawers in order to clean it. So we had to pull the fridge out more and make sure that we aligned everything perfectly so that those drawers could come out. Otherwise, it would have made trying to clean this very, very difficult. But this is how the fridge is looking. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. There's definitely some mystery material in here, but for sure needs to be wiped down. But it could be worse. And I'm not taking the drinks out or those yogurts because there's literally only ever drinks up there, so it should not be super dirty. I can just move them out of the way just to wipe it down. Dawn Power Wash is by far the best thing to use when you're cleaning out your fridge because it will cut through any of the food that is stuck on there. I did have a really hard time removing whatever this was. I honestly have no idea what it was, but I had to like scratch in there, use my fingernails. It was kind of gross in order to clean up whatever this was. I really wanted to take my time wiping down the inside of the fridge because what's the point in organizing it if it's just going to be gross inside? So cleaning it out, this just felt so good, and it's one of those things that I absolutely dread doing, but when I do it, I am so happy that I did. Now I'm going to wash out all of the bins that I pulled out from inside of my fridge using soap and water. I was trying to move as quickly as possible because I didn't want anything to go bad while it was sitting out on my island. So as I was putting things back in, I was also putting in some of the more perishable items like the milk, the yogurts, the meats, the cheese, things like that, because them sitting out on my counter for too long is probably not good. While I'm washing out these liners, I would love to know if any of you have a really gross story you could share in the comments down below of the worst thing that you've ever found in the back of your fridge when you've cleaned it out. One time I found a container that was full of fruit salad that I had forgot about, and it was honestly months old. It was absolutely disgusting. It's one of those times where you just throw the whole container away because at that point it just can't be saved. So now we're going to go through all of this, and my guess is that if anything is no longer good, it's going to be condiments, because we just don't go through those faster than they expire. We just have so many. I don't even know why we managed to collect so many of those, but I'm going to go through everything, check expiration dates, make sure everything is still good. Some of the leftovers that are packaged are probably no good anymore. This I just made last night, so I know that's good, but this, maybe it was a week ago, so probably should get rid of that. And then this, I honestly don't remember, and I'm kind of scared to look. I was pleasantly surprised as I was going through all of this food to find that not all of it was expired. Some of it was still good that I really thought would have been bad by now. So I did not have nearly as much food waste as I expected there to be. But like I said, we're not a family that buys a bunch of bulk food, at least to store in our refrigerator. We usually buy everything the week of, and we plan ahead for the week, and that's just kind of how we've always done things. And I feel like because we do it that way, we just have very little food waste because we don't ever have an overabundance of food. In the past, I have done the whole bins in the fridge thing, and I really liked the way that it looked, but it just wasn't functioning for us at all. And we have a system that works for us as a family, so we just put things where they make the most sense to us. And maybe this isn't the correct way to do it all the time, but for our family, it's working. And like I said, I like to focus on being functional versus aesthetically pleasing here on my YouTube channel. Sometimes I do things because they look pretty, and sometimes I do things because they make my thumbnails look nice and all of that. But for the most part, I try to always think about what functions for us before thinking about what is going to look the best on the internet. And the reality is that most of us aren't showing our homes on the internet all of the time, so there's no reason why your home needs to look like it came out of a magazine. Unless you want to and that works for you, in that case, it's totally fine. You do you. But this is your reminder that you do not need to live up to the pressures that social media can put on you. I think that this looks so much better, and if you guys came here expecting like bins and labels and all that, then you came to the wrong place, at least when it comes to fridge organization. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I personally feel like it's not practical to organize that way, and I've tried it in the past and I just didn't like it. So this is what we're left with. This works for us, and I just find it so much easier for me to maintain. And this is everything that we're left with that is either expired or is just packaging. Old McDonald's. This is really, really not too bad at all. Like I said, most of this is like just empty packaging. This is just empty packaging. There's really only a few things that are expired and then just some leftovers that we didn't get to. But overall, I feel like as far as food waste goes, we have it down pretty good because like I said, we don't ever buy an oversupply of food. We just plan for the week ahead, and because of that, I think we have little waste. I was so happy that I was able to get my entire fridge organized and cleaned out while Seton was napping, because that's a very time-sensitive project. I don't want anything to perish on the island as I'm trying to take care of the baby as well. So I was glad that he slept right through that, but he was awake for the pantry portion. So I am taking him along with me while we work on emptying out the pantry. I was not taking every single thing out of the pantry because we just didn't need to. Some of it was still fine in the spots that it was in, but the shelves that were the most disheveled, I did take everything off. We had a few too many spices that would not fit onto our spice organization, and I am a big fan of removing things when they're just not working for you and you don't have the space for them. So I went through our spices and found a few that we could declutter, and I did go ahead and get rid of those. I went through everything that I took out of the pantry, and I found anything that I could consolidate, and I consolidated them. I also removed all of the excess packaging because I'm sure you guys know that the excess packaging just takes up so much space when it doesn't need to. So I like to get rid of that when I can. Sometimes when we get home from the grocery store and I have the baby and I've got a million things going on, I just don't have time to stop and take every single thing out of its packaging and put it into its correct bins. So it's going to get backed up sometimes in my pantry, but it just means that I need to make a point to go in and kind of freshen it up and restock and reorganize every so often when I have a chance. In our current pantry, I've found that the bins have worked very, very well for us, and I try to keep them all very general, so like snacks, dinner, breakfast. I don't label anything specifically oats or specifically anything, because then you're limited to what you can put into that bin, and then I just find it frustrating later when you're rotating foods around in your house. So this has worked really well for us, but in our old pantry, this did not work for us. So I'll link again, I'll have the playlist down below of all of my small kitchen organization videos, but I will put my pantry organization video in there as well, because I have done a couple and they're all different from each other. So if you're looking for ideas for your pantry, if it's different than mine, then hopefully I have something that will help you. Someday I would just love to have a big house with a big walk-in pantry, but I don't know if that's in the cards for us. But this pantry has been so amazing compared to what we had before, and I'm so grateful for our beautiful kitchen. We did spend a lot of money and we put a lot of work into having it renovated, but it was worth every single penny, and it just is so nice to have this kind of storage space when you're used to so much less. Now we're working on this little closet. This didn't take me very long. I knew there was just a few things that were out of place, some things that needed to be removed, and my main thing I wanted to do was take all of the cat food out of its packaging and kind of stack it up so I could save some room in there, because the way we had it, it was just taking up so much space and I couldn't fit much else on the shelf right at the bottom of the closet. So doing this made a huge difference, and I was able to gain back a lot of space. This closet was not in our original plans for our kitchen, but I'm so glad that we ended up adding it, because it's just been so nice to have, again, some more storage space that we weren't expecting to have, and I'm able to put things in this closet that otherwise were being stored in our basement where they were really hard for me to access. I also love being able to put our art cart in there so it's easily accessible for Carson when he wants to do some crafting. This has easily been one of the best organization projects that I've done recently. It has just worked so well for us. This is all the excess packaging that I was left with, so I'm just going to break all this down to get put into recycling, and then I am done. I am truly shocked that I was able to get done everything that I wanted to do today. I wanted to do the pantry, the fridge, and that little closet, and everything is looking good and organized and decluttered, which is just the best feeling, especially as we head into the new year. I really, really get that urge to declutter. So if you guys are looking for some of that coming up, then be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I will definitely have lots of decluttering in the new year. and organizing, of course. So don't forget to check out June's Journey. Thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy cleaning and organizing and decluttering motivation. I post a ton of small home decluttering and organizing videos here on my channel, so subscribe, hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my future uploads, and also follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. Wow, this is like the most annoying outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again next week for another one.